Glorious morning here on Sunday, about 20 degrees, perfect conditions. Got a couple of training sessions at our Albury complex at St Pat's Tennis Club. Perfect conditions out here this morning, not as hot as yesterday, but morning sessions this time of year, definitely the way to go. Great conditions. Look at some sunscreen. Got to be sun smart out here. The sun's starting to get a little bit of kick in it this morning. All those youngsters out there watching, always wear the sunscreen. Be sun smart. Slip, slop, slap. I wanna dance with somebody.
Yeah, I wanna
feel the
dance
heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody.
Well, you can dance with
With
me.
somebody who loves me. Do 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 do. So tell me, what are you tired from?
Oh, from doing forehand, it's really hard. I can imagine in a tournament doing them.
From ripping forehands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine in a tournament you have to do them. You would have to bring lots of Red Bull excess to keep strong.
Well, it's all about energy, mate. Like ripping the forehand and then recovering. All right, that's a wrap for this morning's training sessions. Off to a meeting right now, just to go over scheduling, get some things organised, and get things in order. So just on the way to the meeting, and this morning's training sessions went pretty well. It was really based around getting the two youngsters to really understand the recovery side of things, ripping the ball and then recovering. The way players move these days, it's just getting them to understand that everything is rip it, and then back in position. So recovering back to the middle. Time and time again, these kids, they don't want to move. They just want to stay in the one spot and, hit balls. That's okay for, stroke development, swing patterns and that kind of thing. But once the swing pattern is developed and, it's consistent and smooth, it's time to start hitting on the move, recovering, open stance, these kinds of things. So really hammering in on that. It's so important in a game, a 2018 global tennis point of view, I guess you could say. So good meeting complete. We were in there for about probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Good lunch. Always got good big chicken palmies there at that hotel. So yeah, it went well. Just went over the scheduling. We had some new players that have come on board. We're into about week 2 of the term, so just getting things settled down. Spoke about some possible international trips this year, starting in the middle of the year, which is exciting for some of the juniors in the program. And really spoke about patterns of play, strategy, these kinds of things. Just really noticed far too many of our players are just not thinking when they're out there on court, just going out there and hitting balls. And really need to focus on why we're hitting balls, where we're hitting them, patterns of play, strategy, these kinds of things. Not enough time is spent on it, and it just needs to happen. Tennis is a thinking man's game. Got to get better at the strategy and the patterns of play. It's too many players are not focusing on it, and it needs to happen. And we need to develop, players need to develop that ability. Just packing some things up here, getting organised for tomorrow. Out of town tomorrow, back to the grassroots. Tim Grover, Relentless. Looking forward to getting stuck into that. Alright, that's a wrap. We're shutting it down. Back to the grassroots tomorrow, where it all began. Right now, it is rest time. Thanks for tuning in. But I'm going to get some sleep, and you should too. No, seriously, get some sleep. Bye. No more. Go.